welcome to another edition of Riding in Cars with Researchers. Today I'm going to be interviewing a great principal investigator of ours, Dr. Paul Weinberg.
Greetings.
Dr. Weinberg, let's start off by telling the audience a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised here. Went to college up in Maine and then did my medical school and residency at Emory and Grady Hospital, and did my fellowship up in Chapel Hill. And after that, I've come back in private practice in Atlanta or Lawrenceville area for over 30 years.
Maine's one of my favorite places. I didn't know you spent some time in Maine.
Yeah, it's super.
So how did you get involved in research?
Well, about 5 to 7 years ago, we had some space we needed to find a use for, and thought that research would be a good outlet and way to use it. And I was excited about getting back into research when I was a fellow. I did some, so I liked that approach. And then the more I found out about it, the more excited I was that it would be good for patients, get them involved in the new and cutting edge, and not only that, help them get some care that they may not be able to provide or get otherwise. So it's turned out very well. A lot of patients have gotten a lot of good out of it, and we've helped them solve some major health issues.
Yeah. So over the years, you've seen, obviously, you've been successful doing research for a good long time, but you've seen docs who aren't successful at doing research. What are the characteristics? What makes a good researcher?
Well, I think just like everything in medicine, you have to care for the patients. Mm-hmm. That's the basis. And you have to pay attention to detail, not only make sure the patients are right for what you're doing, else everybody's going to be unhappy. Mm-hmm. But you have to pay attention to the studies and make sure that it's been done correctly and that it is a worthwhile study that's going to fulfill not only the goals of the company, but also what the patients want out of life.
Mm-hmm. So doctors that have a high attention to detail, care about the patients, are the ones that are going to be most successful adding research to the regular practice.
Right. And you need to have enthusiasm for whatever you do.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
Do you think that there are docs that just shouldn't do research? They're just not wired for it?
Yes. There are doctors who just want to take care of patients quickly, not that they do bad care, but they don't get involved in what makes patients click as much. And I think if you're doing research and if you're going to take really good care of patients, you need to get behind what the diagnosis and the medicines are.
Agreed. Do you regularly talk to your patients about research? Do you recommend research regularly?
Yeah, I recommend it, probably not as much as I should, but it's in my mind, and try to hook them up to it and try to make sure it's a good match before I recommend it. And most of the time when I recommend it, the patients like it, and I think they do not only one study, but they enjoy it. They enjoy the extra detail and attention that patients get in research, and they'll keep on doing more and more studies. And one thing I will say about the coordinators and the individuals who work in research sites, they do pay attention to the patients, listen to them, and make everybody feel very special.
Yeah, that's a great point. Well, once patients have learned what it's like to be treated inside of a trial, they love it.
Yeah.
There's an increasing dialogue in the industry about research as a care option, that it's not healthcare and research as two separate things, but that rather research should be baked into healthcare and it's just part of the ongoing conversation across all specialties. What are your thoughts on that?
One of the things I've noticed, and besides medications that I've worked on, but a lot of medications, a lot of what is discovered about drugs comes on after they've been released several years down the road. So you need to continue to think about the medicines given, their side effects, toxicities, and what's going wrong or right with them. So whether you like it or not, we're all as part of ongoing research for all medicines.
Right.
So,
totally true. Okay, any final thoughts you'd like for the audience?
No, I think research is worthwhile. I wish more people were involved. It's a very expensive, extensive evaluation, but when it's done right, everybody pays off.
Yeah, and it's the only way we get smarter.
Yes.
It's the only way we get smarter. Okay?
It can't be done in a test tube.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thanks for
enjoyed it.
riding along. Follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and I look forward to riding along with you again in the future. Dr. Paul Weinberg.
Okay, thank you.